to decide the championship. The venue was Bath, which is Rovers' adopted home. City, the ones in hot water though, as Devon White cut loose his first goal after 25 minutes. The second half was only 10 minutes old when White scored his second. Jerry Francis's team far too slick for Joe Jordan and the neighbours. And when Andy Llewellyn eventually handled, Rovers were home and dry and back in Division 2 after a 9-year gap. Ian Holloway's penalty, 3-0.
Well, don't ask me who scored that goal. Third goal from somebody. Oh, I'll have to abandon the match here. So, who scored, mate?
With him. Saunders just kept his balance there. Cross it towards Devon White. It's a second crack at it and scores! Devon White has made it.
A few words being exchanged over there in front of the team benches. And the Rovers fans chant, we're going to score in a minute. They've come close. Carl Saunders. Mihu again. Carl Saunders! Yes! He's done it! Mihu. Pounder again. That's White. It was nearly to Mihu. It's to Carl Saunders, in fact. Good volley! Oh, yes! What a start for second division Bristol Rovers. And it's Carl Saunders again. And their supporters thrilled to bits. What a strike. Graham Souness can only reflect on that. This is a smashing finish. Waiting for the ball to bounce. Right foot volley. Grobbelaar got his hands to it perhaps, but it was wide up in the top locker. And Carl Saunders, who equalised last week, gives Bristol Rovers the lead this week with his 15th goal of the season, and he won't strike a sweeter one surely. 18 minutes gone, and the ground reverberating with the celebrations of the blue and white bedecked supporters of Bristol Rovers.
Marcus Browning, born in Bristol, had scored just a single goal for the club before today. I'll never forget this one, he said afterwards. As for
John Ward, plenty of work to do during his half-time team talk. They might get away back now.
Yes.
But it's gone in from Marcus Stewart, and Bristol Rovers have replied within 30 seconds of going a goal behind. And it's their top scorer, Marcus Stewart. A real goal poacher's effort, that. Ball just broke to him inside the 6-yard box. He rifled it in, and the Twerton faithful. Billy Clark pumps it forward. Good turn by Stewart. He's lost his man there. Onto the left foot. Super strike. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Browning!
Had he not bought him, it could have been goodbye to Joe Jordan. Things were looking a little awkward for him just before Sean Taylor was brought in. But since Taylor's arrival, the defence has had an altogether more solid look about it. But there's still the possibility of an equaliser on here. It's Puritan with Beadle free. And Beadle scored! Would you believe it? Injury time, and Rovers have forced their way back into the game. The east end of this ground erupts as the Rovers fans see Beadle get the equaliser. What late drama there is!
Hales. Perfect ball through. Here's Puritan. 1-0. Jamie Puritan.
A few moments in this game.
Lockett. Lockwood's cross. Hales is there. 2-1. Unbelievable. Barry Hales.
50 minutes. Ian Holloway doesn't set up many goals with his head, but this perfect pass allowed Puritan to open the scoring. Reading developed a bad case of the jitters, and Curitan's hat-trick soon followed. Suicidal defending, but a finish right out of the top drawer. Curitan could simply do no wrong. It seemed wherever he went, the ball was likely to follow, and the outcome was inevitable. 4-0, and number 16 of the season for a player often confined to the flank positions. This for a defence-splitting pass. And just when Reading thought they dealt with it, up popped Roberts to complete a memorable victory. Sadly, it was time for normal service to be resumed. Curitan with a glorious effort to put the result beyond doubt. Those earlier misses were forgotten in celebrating a real gem. This time it was Roberts with the control and vision to create the opening, and Curitan wrapped things up in style.
Followed in quick succession. Robbie Pethick made it 3-0 after 74 minutes, and Nathan Ellington cashed in just 18 seconds later. Curitan was then gifted with his third and Rovers' fifth. Tonight, Rovers play Reading, the side they beat 6-0 last year.
There he is again with a good touch on. It's Jason Roberts! 1-0 Bristol Rovers. What a fine strike! And you have to say the goal's been coming. Roberts now turning, pulled it back nicely. It's Walters! It's 2-0, and it's all going Bristol Rovers. Elliott will retrieve it. They go outside him. Elliott crosses instead. Oh, and it'll break in the box. It's hammered in. Bristol Rovers lead. What a terrific strike. Fantastic goal. It's Ricky Lambert who's got it.
There's still a big desire to win, of course, and become part of club history for both these two sides. Also a big desire not to lose. Here's Walker now. Lambert's made his move. Walker again beyond Sullivan. Igo! Bristol Rovers lead! Sammy Igo has put them back on level terms.
Well, we saw poor defending from... Score 5 goals in an away match in the playoffs ever, Chris, at Lincoln.
Well, that's a player I like in midfield, Stuart Campbell. What a strike that was. He's been superb for them all season. Walker, the two strike partners combining. Ricky Lambert took it down beautifully, finished it off well. They'll be important today because they're good link-up between the two of them. And their movement and togetherness is what contributes a lot to the goals. I mean, you look at that goal there and John Schofield will be thinking that we've given that on a plate. This one, Sammy Igo, I mean, a talented player who comes into the lineup today. Great feet, 2 good feet, left foot, right foot. Still pretty quick as well as Sammy. Obviously, they've got to take chances now, Lincoln, and they're playing suicidal offsides. And good finish from Riggett.
Not good defending. Lambert with a good hold-up play. Ryan Green. Disley, Green's made a good run again. Cut in, and Walker with a fantastic finish. Bristol Rovers are level, the top scorer, and that was a thing. That was a big chance, wasn't it, Gary?
It wasn't. The quality they put in there, they must work on it every day at training because it doesn't come by fluke, it comes by ability and quality, and every time it goes in that Bristol Rovers box.
So that's got in behind Langmead, and that is a splendid goal. Brilliantly finished, and he's done it again all afternoon. Plays it into the box. The goalkeeper had come forward, and the goal is empty now as Igo breaks. The goal is empty if he slides it. Sammy Igo, is he going to settle it? He has done. Bristol Rovers are going to be promoted to League One. Sammy Igo has put the icing on the cake for them, and the celebrations are wild among the Rovers fans and players.
Because they're
26th birthday today.
Lambert strike, it's low, it's deflected, it's in, and Bristol Rovers have the lead.